Yo, welcome back, gang. What's happening? This is CB's Reactions, and right now we're about to kick it off with a little bit of paranormal encounters from nurses. This is what happens after 12 midnight. Let's jump into it. I don't know about that one. It looked like somebody naked baby was just running around.
This hospice nurse saw the Grim Reaper. I got chills. You have to hear it.
Lights is out. I'm on the Alzheimer's and dementia floor. We got wanderers, so you just never know. You'll see things. My patient in this particular room, she was laying down sleeping. It was dark in her room. The other patient's TV was on. Didn't think nothing of it. As I'm on the phone in the hallway talking to my friend, I see someone reach over my patient's face and go like this. And I stopped my conversation on the phone with my friend. I said, I know I'm not tripping. Somebody's in this room. I go in the room and, look around. Nobody's in there. Nobody's in there. I figure, okay, while I'm in this room, let me just tuck her in, put a blanket up and make sure she's comfortable and looking good and everything like that. And I come out the room. As I continuously keep walking up and down the hallway, I'm thinking to myself, I know I'm not tripping. Somebody was in that damn room. I know I'm not seeing things. As the night goes by, the shift ends. I get in my car and I'm driving home. I'm thinking to myself, I said, what if I seen the Grim Reaper? And I said, if I come to work tomorrow and this lady's not here, I'm going to flip my shit because I seen it with my own eyes. I come to work and I come down the hallway, y'all. She's not here, y'all. She fucking died.
What?
Late at night, when a group of friends decide to enter a hospital that's been out of service for quite some time, they would never come alone unless they were dared to do so, because apparently this place is not what it seems. Although seeming like an empty facility devoid of any doctors or patients, the Felix Bonis Hospital in Santiago, Chile has been said to have a certain presence within its walls. Now thankfully, the lights are still on inside this hospital, which is a good thing for the group. The emergency system powering these lights appears to be running, but even with the lights on, the following incident remains just as frightening. This is what they caught.
Familia, estamos aquí en el hospital Felipe Bunne. Son las... ¿Qué hora es, familia? ¿Qué hora es?
La 1-8.
A una ocho.
La 1-8.
A una ocho.
It happens quickly, but upon looking closely, you'll see what appears to be a silhouette of a person just walking past the group of friends. No one had noticed it, and no one realized what was captured until much later when watching the footage. Clearly, something had been there, but it's hard to say as to what exactly it was. Briefly, we can see what looks like a distinct outline of someone small, but strangely, whoever or whatever this was goes unnoticed by the group. It's for this reason that they no doubt believe that this had to be the spirit of a deceased patient who doesn't know they already passed. But ghost or not, it seems that what was captured will currently stay a mystery.
Can we talk about this creepy video out of Texas by TikTok user Lady V? I'll tag her below. And while working night shift at a hospital, she's able to capture a ghostly voice of one of the resident spirits where she works. And many commenters were quick to point out that they too work at hospitals and have seen and heard things that they can't explain. And while the ghostly voice that she captured is faint, many believe it's calling out for its mother. I've enhanced the audio as best I can, but definitely let me know. What do you think?
Did you hear her?
Yes.
You hear her?
She probably thinks I'm her mom.
That
That was
bitch come
you.
on in the hospital though. I hear it. I heard it a little bit. Like that could have been one of them.
I debated a long time
but
whether or not I should do
I
this
did
series.
hear a little something. I heard some humming. It's crazy. Let's keep going.
I'm going to do it anyway. Creepiest things that have happened to me as a nurse. Part 1. This one night shift, the hospital was at capacity and we were changing beds left and right, admitting, discharging. And we had run out of beds and the only bed that was available was broken. So we had to go all the way downstairs to a different building to get a new bed. I went with another tech and the room was totally creepy and dark and there was only one bed left. On our way back, as we're totally creeped out, it's about 3 a.m. in this long hallway. We're in the middle of the hallway and the lights flash on and off. The tech I'm with screamed. I screamed right after because she screamed, and then we saw this in the middle of the bed. A huge, giant man's footprint. So creepy. I know it wasn't there when we picked up the bed because we made the bed. I will never forget that night. This photo is actually on my Instagram. You should follow me on Instagram. What creepy stories do you have?
Okay. Ooh. Do we see any orbs?
Camera.
Oh, why is the bed like that in here? It looks creepy. It's weird.
It's a lot like our
Toward nurse's station. It does, you do get a creepy. Oh God, it's creepy. Do not to freak me out. Do not. The nurse's station is hella creepy. Oh my God, there's a shadow over there. I'll die. That's creepy. Looks creepy. I don't know. Maybe you guys will pick something up. Let's go around the corner. Oh shit, that was it. Oh Jesus. Shit, let's go around this. This little thing. Ooh. Ooh. That's creepy. Nobody in any of these rooms. They're all empty.
I'm telling you, the better time to come here is 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Why 3
It's
a.m.?
the witching hour.
Really? I just don't like. Ooh.
A lot of the beds are turned.
Oh my God. I don't know. That chair like kind of just freaked me out. Look at that chair. I heard something up there. I heard a voice. I'm not kidding you. I heard a voice. I heard a voice. I heard a fucking voice. Oh,
What?
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely true. I'll go first.
Okay, so this story still freaks me out to this day. Every time I tell it, it gives me goosebumps. I cannot believe that this happened to me and my colleague, but I figured I would share. So I was working a few years ago at a NICU as a night shift nurse here in Dallas. And we do our touch times every 3 hours. And of course, around 3 a.m., I'm kind of doing my touch time. And where I was kind of down the hallway at the very end. It was in the triplet room, but where I was standing, I could see all the way down the hallway. And I'm getting the milk ready, about to put it in the warmer, and I see my friend around the corner. And she is walking to me like fast, and she looks ghostly white. Her eyes were wide. And she said, Kendall, you need to drop what you're doing and you need to follow me now. You have to come and see this. So I'm like, okay, well, let me put this in the warmer real quick and then I'll follow you. So I put it in the warmer and I start walking down the hallway around the corner. And as we're walking, she's kind of telling me what happened. And so she was kind of, to give you a layout of the land first, she was in 2 twin rooms. In each room, there was two beds with babies in them. And in between, there's a sliding glass door separating the rooms. So you could open it if there happened to be 4 babies. You could just leave it open. But hers was closed to separate the rooms. And in between each bed spot, there was a computer in between. And she had lullaby music playing on it. And she was in one room with one of the babies, and she was about to draw a lab on it. And all of a sudden, the computer screen shuts off, and she notices that the music stopped playing. And so she kind of glances up, and she's like, "Oh, that's weird." And out of the corner of her eye, in the opposite room, through the sliding glass doors, she sees on that computer something red. So she fully looks at it, and it is a red devil face, fully taking up the entirety of the screen, staring at her, and like on the screen. And so she immediately drops what she's doing, and that's when she grabbed me. So I'm rounding the corner, fully expecting it not to be there still, after all the time of her coming to get me and coming back. But I round the corner, and from the hallway, I look into the room, and I also see it. So both of us are looking at this. My mouth drops wide open. I get teary-eyed. I'm basically crying because I'm so scared. And I was too afraid to go in that room. So we go into the other room that she was in originally, and I'm standing on the opposite side of the sliding glass door into that room, just staring at this face, this devil face on the screen. And I didn't know what to do. But I'm religious, so I immediately start praying out loud. I said, "Lord, please protect us. Please protect this baby. Whatever this is, it is not welcome here." And I just repeated that because I didn't know what else to do. It literally makes my eyes water because it scares the crap out of me. I couldn't make this up. And so I was repeating that for a solid minute, and somehow mustered up the courage to say, you know what, this isn't okay. I'm going to turn it off. I take a step towards the door, and the screen shuts off. It goes black for a split second, and then all of a sudden, it goes back to playing YouTube. Playing like the lullaby music that was on YouTube. And I go in there and I scour it because I am a little bit of a skeptic. And I looked at the search history. I looked at everything that it could have possibly been, like any browsers that were open, anything. I also know that with YouTube, if it's baby lullaby music, generally the commercials that pop up are relatable. So you're going to see diaper commercials and things like that. And I mean, I was so just confused as to what that could have been. And I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, something evil is there. I was so afraid to go back to work. We obviously reported it just in case there was some sort of hacking into the system, but it's a secure system because at the end of the day, it is a hospital. They have a lot of records that they have to keep secure. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Like I said, I can't believe that this happened to me.
So
It
yeah,
still
man,
freaks
what
me
do
out to
y'all
this
think
day.
about that?
But
Do y'all think that
I don't know.
that somebody could have hacked into the system? That's one of the things that I thought too. When I was listening to the story, I'm like, normally when somebody see a ghost, it's an individual like sighting. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, not to put it like that, but no. Okay, so typically it is like one person who gets to see these events happening. I never really heard of like a ghost waiting around for somebody else to come in the room and take a look at it too. That's why I was like, I don't know. It sounded like somebody could have hacked the system and then put that image up on the screen, or even was kind of like looking through the monitor at them. Like I don't know what it could have been. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. We're gonna keep this one rolling, baby. Full steam ahead. Let's get it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, baby.
Does anybody believe in ghosts? Like, I work third shift at a nursing home, and one of the rooms, like, I usually keep the empty rooms, like, the doors shut because a resident likes to go into the empty rooms and, like, hang out. So I always keep the door shut. Well, I heard a noise that sounded like a walker, and I watched it go into the room. Okay? I just caught, like, the back half of somebody going into the room. Never took my eyes off the door. Never heard a door open, never heard a door close, but I was like, somebody's got to be in there, right? I just watched somebody walk in there. So I go down the hallway, I go into the room. I had to open the door to go into the room. Nobody's in there. And my eyes never came off the door, never came out of the hallway. So I know nobody came out of that room. I'm really creeped out.
Ah, no mames. ¿Qué? Pasó algo. ¿Qué pasó? No mames. A ver, ven. No mames, pasó algo, te lo juro que pasó algo, ¿eh? Se mueve, se mueve. Vete a la verga. Yo no voy. No mames.
That was a crazy little snip. Hey, but I just wanted to show y'all these few videos, man. I didn't want to keep y'all for too long, baby. Once again, this has been CB's Reactions. We had jumped into another segment of some paranormal encounters by nurses. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, man, down below. I mean, you know, that's the most you can do for me right now. Until I put that Cash App info up there in a minute. Nah. But yeah, man, hit that like button, you know, subscribe, comment down below. Give me some ideas of what type of videos you guys are into, what you would like to see more on this channel. And until then, be safe. See you on the next one.